What's up, everyone? It's me, your host, the Spence Dog, and welcome to another Spence Dog's Lounge video. And this video is another weekly comic book review video. But this is going to be in a 2-in-1 format. I'm going to be going over the comics from the week of February 1st and the week of February 8th. So let's get started with the comics from the week of February 1st. So I only got 3 issues from that week, and let's start talking about those. So Hawkeye number 3. Really enjoying the series so far. Kelly Thompson has been doing a fantastic job with the writing. Art is good overall. Really can't complain with this series at all. Kate is great. She's a very fun character to root for, cheer for, and I like the story so far. It's pretty fun. Really don't want to try and spoil too much for you. But it's a good series. I honestly think it's worth checking out. And then Green Arrow number 16. I've been saying this a lot, but this is the title that keeps delivering. Benjamin Percy has been doing such an amazing job on this title. And as someone who got into Green Arrow during the New 52 stuff, compared to his New 52 work, this has been exceptionally better than his New 52 run. And basically, this is a huge love letter to everyone and anyone that has read any Green Arrow comics pre-Flashpoint. So if you ever read Kevin Smith's Quiver run or Brad Meltzer's Archer Quest, this has the same type of vein and feel to it. And as someone who grew up reading those titles, like those were my first 2 graphic novels that got me into Green Arrow, this follows that same vein and formula. Loving it a lot. Check this series out. And then Green Lanterns number 16. Once again, Sam Humphries, he's delivering quality content for this. Like, when this title first came out, I was very, very hesitant. Like, if I thought I was going to enjoy this title, I love it. So, if you do enjoy the Green Lantern franchise or medium, this title is worth checking out. And I know Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps should be coming out in trade paperback soon, the first volume. Definitely going to have to check it out and read it and see how it compares to Green Lanterns. And then, scores. Hawkeye, I'm going to have to give it an 8.5. Green Lanterns number 16, an 8. And Green Arrow number 16, a 9. So, good stuff. And then, so let's hop into the week of February 8th. And this past week, there were some really good comics that came out. And let's get to my top pick from that week, Detective Comics 950. This was an oversized issue. We got 3 different stories in it, and they were all really good. My personal favorite was the mini story with, I don't want to butcher his name, Luke Fox and Jean Paul. Great story, great contrasting theme of science versus religion. I really like that because I've sort of been raised up as a Catholic, and it's sometimes interesting to get the different thought processes. Like, don't be closed-minded, be a little bit open-minded. Like, see what other people think. That's just me. But anywho, I really liked it. Great stories, great art. I'm going to have to give it a 9.5. And then Titans number 8 came out, and at this point, I can clearly say if you ever grew up during the 70s through 90s, and if you ever read Marv Wolfman's Teen Titans or the original Teen Titans, this is a huge love letter to you. Like, it's the classic Titans: Donna Troy, Tempest, Nightwing, Garth, and Wally. So Yeah, all those people, but now they're their own heroes, and they're trying to make their own name. Really good stuff, and it has a lot of throwbacks to some of the old Teen Titans cartoon and Young Justice stuff. Like, we just had an appearance of Simon and Mammoth in this issue, so it's trying to show some of the old classic villains from the Teen Titans and Titans Rogues Gallery, in a sense. Really liking it so far. Really interested for that event that's going to be coming out in a couple of months, the Lazarus Contract. That should be a lot of fun to read. Also, Red Hood and the Outlaws #7. This title has been consistently good, but my only complaint with this issue, the art wasn't as good as it has been in the previous issue, but great issue overall. Got a large of mice and men vibe from it. Never read the book, but I have heard of it, and yeah, it draws a lot of comparisons to it in this issue. And then from Marvel, this last week, there was also Unworthy Thor #4, and if you want a good, compelling sci-fi saga miniseries, this will satisfy your need. I absolutely love it. Jason Aaron has been doing a fantastic job with this miniseries, and I am very excited to see how the last issue pans out, because who knows, we may see Thor with the ultimate Mjolnir. Plus, an encounter with Thanos and fighting for it? Sign me up. I'm going to have to give it an 8.5. And then, oh yeah, for the Titans rating, I'm going to have to give it a 7.8 just because of the art issue. And then, also, Jessica Jones #5. I read last week as well. This title, I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I did watch the Jessica Jones series when it did come out on Netflix. This is good. This is Brian Michael Bendis at his best work. And my one complaint right now is the story. It is compelling, but usually if a story arc for me is starting to draw out past 5 or 6 issues, I'm like, when is it going to get resolved? So, I don't know. It's still good, but I'm going to have to give it an 8 as of this point. And then last issue is Moonshine #5, and this is from Image Comics. This is the first Image Comics title I have been consistently following and reading. I like it. It has a more mature and dark storyline compared to the stuff from DC and Marvel. It is by Brian Azzarello, so expect some controversial stuff in this comic, but it does overall, this story has been pretty interesting. It's basically mobsters versus moonshiners, and it has a horror element in it with, like, there's a werewolf going around, and we don't know who it is. And then after this issue, big head twist. Makes you think if the main dude's a werewolf or if the other guy is a werewolf. But overall, those are the comics that I have been reading for the past couple of weeks. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Comment in the comment section below if you've been reading these titles or if you enjoy them, or what else are you reading that you think I should be reading. Also, follow me at Twitter at SpenceDogYoy. Anyways, thank you for giving me a view, checking this channel out, and have a good remainder of your day.